Hey everybody, come on in. First I wasn't going to share, but I thought, why not? I'm cooking some chicken tonight. So y'all come on in and listen to me tell you what I've done already. Okay, in this first pan, I've got 7 chicken drumsticks, and I decided I wanted some lemon pepper chicken. So what I did, I went ahead, of course, cleaned that chicken up, and I doused this chicken with some lemon juice. I poured a few holes in it so that juice would get inside of there. I hit it with some real lemon juice. I sprinkled it with black pepper. I sprinkled it with some garlic powder, and of course, you know I got complete seasoning on there. And because I wanted that extra flavor in there, I went ahead and I melted half a stick of butter and poured some extra butter on there. So you got the butter, you got the lemon pepper, and seasoning. You got the lemon juice and some black pepper, and just sprinkle it and douse it really good, and about a half a teaspoon of salt. So what I'm going to do, these drumsticks here are going to go into a 375-degree oven for 1 hour, but at the 30-minute time frame, I'm going to take and flip them over because I'm going to cook them open pan for that entire time. And over here I've got same kind of drumsticks, but on these I've got some barbecue sauce. Yeah, y'all, barbecue sauce. Same seasonings pretty much. I put my black pepper, garlic powder, and complete seasoning on there first, and then I doused them with some Sonny's barbecue sauce. I added 1 tablespoon of sugar. Y'all know I have to add the sugar to my barbecue sauce. Added a tablespoon of sugar to that barbecue sauce, and thin it out just a little bit with a fourth of a cup of water. I used a cup and a half of barbecue sauce, a fourth of a cup of water, and a tablespoon of sugar, and just poured it over there and got them doused really good. And they're gonna I'm gonna run them through the oven the same as I do the lemon pepper chicken. They're gonna cook for 1 hour total time, and also at the 30-minute mark, now I'm going to turn them over and let them cook. So basically all I'm cooking tonight is this chicken. And I've got tons of stuff in the refrigerator, probably some kale salad to eat with it, or a green salad, or Kareem may want some baked beans, I'm not sure. And back behind there you see I've got some beautiful tomatoes and some pears. These are Bosque pears. They look so good I could not resist, so I bought them and I got them cleaned up. And because I was so hungry when I got in this evening, I cut me some pears and sliced them, put them on a plate. And I had some hummus in the refrigerator, and I just spread some hummus over those pears. Now that was a good food combination. For me, it was wonderful because I love to mix food combinations together, and that was wonderful. So then after I saw those pretty tomatoes and saw how pretty the red and yellow goes, I'm going to slice some tomatoes, slice some pears, and I've got a raspberry vinaigrette dressing that I'm going to drizzle that with. So that's what I'm going to have with my chicken tonight. I'm still trying to stay as carb free as I can. So the days that I can eat no carbs or low carbs, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm working on this health thing, y'all. I really am working on it. So I'm getting ready to put these on into the oven. I'm stalling for time. Yep, the oven is at 375. So I'm going to go ahead and get over here and put these legs on into the oven so that they can get to cooking and be done in about an hour. It's sort of late evening, but that's okay. Y'all know I eat late at night anyway. So anywho, when y'all see these chicken legs again, they're going to be plate ready for me to eat, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And I know Kareem he loves those barbecue chicken legs, so he's going to be so excited because I'm cooking both kinds tonight. Anywho, y'all, just hang in there with me, and we'll be back shortly and show you what they look like. Okay, y'all, I decided I'd come back and show y'all what I'm going to fix to eat with my chicken once it gets done, because I don't want a whole lot of heavy starchy stuff. So I told you I bought these beautiful tomatoes and these nice pears, these Bosque pears. I love pears. And I've also got some nice kale salad left. Remember last week? Now this kale salad, it will last well over a week. So it's been in there coming up on about 4 or 5 days now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slice these pears and make them real pretty on the plate here. So basically, just slice them and arrange them on the plate. I want to put some salt and pepper on them, and a little of that this classic balsamic vinaigrette, just a little bit because my kale salad is already kind of heavy and pungent. So anyway, and I also wanted to come back because I just wanted to have a little conversation with you. Y'all know I always got something to talk about. Anyway, and what it is about quite simply just always being conscious of and aware of being thankful for where we are in life and what we have in life, because our life situation can change in the twinkling of an eye or less. I'm gonna just share a little story about something that happened today. You know how you plan your day to do one thing and it turns out to be something else. Well, here was the deal for me today. I planned my day today around noonish to be out of here and just go do a couple things, and my phone rang. And when it rang, I had just gotten out of the shower, just getting ready, just start getting ready. So when it rang, I thought to myself, I'm not going to answer it. I'll just go and see who it was. And when I looked and saw who it was, I knew who it was. And I thought, okay, I knew probably what she wanted because I knew who it was. So I thought to myself, I'm just going to call her back in a few minutes. And I got busy with, getting ready. And it kept bugging me, go call her, go call her. So this was like over a 30-minute time frame. So after about 40 minutes, I thought, let me call this number, because what dawned on me was the number. I recognized it to be one of my students' number, but then I thought also that's also the number her grandmother uses. So those instinctual things, we have to pay attention to those gut feelings and those little instinct things that come about when we're going through situations. So anyway, I went ahead and I dialed the number, and sure enough, it was one of my girls that I mentor. And she went on to tell me that she and her grandmother had been in a car accident. And I thought, okay, is anybody hurt really bad? Where are you? So she said, okay, so anywho, where did I leave off? I had a little semi-emergency I had to go take care of. But anyway, as I was saying, I went ahead and I was on the phone call, and my little girl was telling me about the accident and how afraid she was, and they were in the ER, in the emergency room, and that her grandmother sustained some just bumping and being thrashed around, and the car actually hit on her side, and her grandma was shaken up a little bit, and she was shaken up somewhat. So I was concerned because grandma now is 80 years old. And thank God for Jesus that grandma still gets around. She takes baby girl, to do what she needs to do. So it's just she and her grandmother that live together. She raised this child. She's now senior in high school. And she was out and about helping this child. She had, how kids have to go do this, that, and the third. To get the hair done, nails done. So that was the errands that they were out doing when the accident happened. They were just down the street from where they live, and lo and behold, come to find out, the individual that ran into them driving too fast, not paying attention, was a neighbor. Was a neighbor boy. Had his mom's car. Mom didn't even know the boy had the car. So we just have to be so careful and so mindful, and just continually be thankful to God that He watches over us in ways and at times that we don't even be thinking. But anyway, this young man was out and about. I don't know what big hurry he was in, but he came around them and just bashed into grandmother's car, totaled her car, and bless her little heart. When I was there talking to her, she said, you know what hurt me so bad? She said, I just paid my car. Now, she's 80 years old. You imagine this. She said, I just paid my car off 2 or 3 days ago. And here it is, a little older car, but it was a nice car. And she said, now it's total. And she said, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to buy another one or not, or if I not be able to, but I don't know if I'm going to buy another car or not. She said, because I'm almost scared to drive. Now, That recklessness on that young man's part robbed that 80-year-old woman of a freedom that she had. And I marvel at the fact that at 80 she's still able to get up and get around, do all these kind of things. So we just have to be mindful and thankful of the things that God allow us to do early and late in life. And when things happen like that, we have to think we can be, like I said, here today, gone tomorrow, so to speak. And I'm not speaking nothing. But as far as our health, just a little bit of salt over this. I love salt. And just a little bit of black pepper on that. And then I want to drizzle them with this vinaigrette dressing. Now, see, for me, this is going to be just outstanding. Now, some people probably trying to figure out the correlation between kale salad, pears, and tomatoes. It's easy for me because I love all three. And I figure all three of them together, I can love them 3 times as much. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be good because you wouldn't think hummus would be good. I'm going to get me some hummus and put on there also. I just love fresh stuff like this. That's just me. It's my palate. But I encourage y'all to try some different stuff. Just a little bit. Hit those tomatoes and those pears. I don't need to put any on my kale salad because the kale salad, I remember I made the dressing for the kale salad. So just a little bit. Now, isn't that just a pretty dish? I like pretty stuff. But isn't that just the prettiest dish there? I'm going to cover it, sit it in the fridge, and let it chill a little bit. And by the time those chicken legs get done, I'm going to have me something really, really good to eat along with it. But y'all know I'm going to have to taste it. I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. Well, let's take that one I was trying to hide up under there. I know that's going to be good, y'all. Listen, y'all. You got to try pears with a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette on it. Wonderful. So, as I was saying about talking about my people, just be mindful of what's going on around you and how God blesses you and how we need to give him the glory, because that same 80-year-old individual that now her freedom of driving has been taken from her because her car has been taken from her, and I'm praying with her and for her that she won't be fearful, because she said that she's fearful even to drive now. So that freedom has been taken away from her so quickly. She was a block down the street from where she lives when this happened. And I feel really bad for her because it put her in such a dire situation. So now, but she did say, thank God that the accident was not any worse than what it was. So she gave God the glory for sparing her life and for not being all cut up and bruised up. And she just got bumped around a little bit, but it still put some fear in her. So we're going to pray for her and encourage her that God did not give us a spirit of fear. And the fear that she's feeling is because she is human. She is an 80-year-old woman. And I'm telling you the truth, we just have to be thankful and know that your life situation can change at the drop of a hat, at just a spin on a dime, and it can change. And it comes out of nowhere, because even my young lady, as she was talking, she was afraid. And I told her, well, just, try not to be afraid. I know, upset you, it was upsetting, but just try not to allow that spirit of fear to overcome you. I said, just think about it and thank God that you and your grandmother did not get cut and scratched and beat up in the car, a whole bunch of things like that. And so she said, well, you know what, Miss Peggy, it made me mad. And I said, well, how so, baby? And she said, because whenever the young man was coming toward us, I said, oh, I know him. He's not supposed to be driving. He doesn't even have a license. I thought, oh my goodness. And she said before she knew anything, he hit her, and then he kept going. But thank God they were able to capture him. And I even feel bad for him, because now he's going to have a situation. His mother is going to, because he was driving his mom's car. So his mom's gonna have a situation because her car is torn up. So you see how that domino effect just can change your life so quickly. So we have to just be mindful and thankful of the things that God keeps us from on a daily basis. And I'm telling you, when He spares us through some of these things that we go through, we definitely have to give Him the praise and the glory and the honor for watching over us and caring for us. So anyway, just keep grandmother and granddaughter in prayer that tomorrow will be a new day. The fear will subside and that their bodies won't be all bruised and sore. They're feeling a whole lot now. But of course, most of the time the doctors tell you the next day you may be a little bit sore. So anyway, just keep them lifted in prayers. I always say, for all of us to keep each other lifted up in prayer every day for all things because we never know what's going to happen. Because again, that 80-year-old grandmother, I saw her at a restaurant last Friday when I was in a meeting with someone, and there she was. She was sitting at a table eating, and I didn't recognize her, and she made me know her, and I thought, oh my God, that is you. She had on a hat, and I just didn't recognize her. And she was out and about by herself. She had driven herself to the restaurant, sitting there just having a good old time, and then I went over after my meeting and hugged her and laughed and talked with her a little bit. Everything was wonderful on Friday, but come Tuesday, y'all, she's got a whole different situation. And I can say that she did give God the glory for sparing her through that accident. So I just wanted to share that with y'all while I make my little pretty salad here. So listen, when I come back again, we're going to have those chicken legs out of the oven, and I'm going to be ready to eat. So hold on. Okay, y'all, the lemon pepper chicken, look at that. Oh, and it smells wonderful. I'm going to have me some with that nice salad sitting there in the center. There's a barbecue chicken. I'm going to eat one of each, y'all. It's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy this nice, light, beautiful, wonderful meal, y'all. I'm on my journey, y'all. Stay with me. Okay, y'all. Love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. And one more time, y'all, keep those prayers going up so the blessing will continue to come down. Thank God for all things and where you are today, because tomorrow is not promised. Your situation or anything in life is promised from one day to the next. So we just need to always be thankful and mindful of the good things that we have in life. It might not be the best in the world, it might not always be what we want, but nonetheless, this is the life that we know. And so I'm just going to live mine to the fullest, especially when it comes to eating, y'all. So go in that kitchen, find something good to eat. This was real quick and simple. Took a little time to cook, but no time for prep. And I'm telling you the truth, I'm getting ready to eat it because I am so hungry. So listen, y'all, until I cook again, love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for loving me. And thank you, Cheryl, for my beautiful, wonderful Mother's Day gift, my Food Line card, honey. I made a beeline up there today, and I used my Food Line card when I made a purchase today. So thank you so very, very, very much. Also, Cheryl, thank you for my the Psalms in Color coloring book. This is a beautiful, wonderful coloring book. Thank you so much. I love these. I've got a couple already, but none like that one. And by the way, the Psalms are my most favorite books of the Bible. So thank you so much. You know where my heart is. I love you and I appreciate you for always supporting me and for writing in. And thank you to each one of y'all. But some things just go different than others. And I just want to do a special shout out to Cheryl tonight for her beautiful, wonderful gifts, and for her support and for the support of each and every one of y'all. And of course, Miss Holly Funderburg, who sent me this beautiful, wonderful, tacky mukbang t-shirt. It is beautiful, y'all. It's a popping red. I will be wearing it. I'll be out and about. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank y'all so much for thinking of myself and my daughter. I count it all joy whenever someone does something for me, especially when someone gives me a gift. even if it's just a gift of words, I am eternally grateful to anything that anybody goes out of their way to do for me. So, ladies, thank you both for those wonderful Mother's Day gifts and the cards, and thank you even for sending Tony something, Cheryl for Father's Day is not even here yet. You guys are the best. My YouTube family is the best family. Maybe one of these days we're gonna all meet up somewhere. I don't know where. But anywho, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm get ready to get over here and sit down and eat me some of this food. So until I cook again, y'all, love you guys. Keep those prayers going up, please, so the blessings will continue to come down. And until I cook again, y'all, I'm gonna say toodaloo, good night, love you guys.